the Emperor.
Okay, let's start with the level ups here. Last volley. The Master Tactician and one random ally make 2 attacks instead of 1 during Orchestrated Firestorm and Last Volley. We need to try that. Sounds OP as hell. And Yielding Guard, we don't use that too much. We like the other one a lot more. This one isn't bad though. It's a really good when you're surrounded. Until the end of their next turn, the Vanguard cannot die. Until the start of their next turn, all damage suffered by the Vanguard is reduced by 7. Sounds weird. So you can't die, but you still take damage. Do you go below 0? The explanation doesn't explain. All allies in a 3-cell radius around the Vanguard suffer Vanguard damage less. Fellowship bonus momentum for each attack. Let's do the 3-cell thing. Wild Hunt upgrade. I think Bounty Hunter is the least favorable. I don't like using it, basically. Maybe it is good. Several attacks. The number of attacks is equal to the number of prey in combat. Yeah, I always forget to make praise. That's the problem. This one, holy crap. Whenever the Bounty Hunter attacks exactly 1 target, which is marked as prey, with Wild Hunt, this attack deals 300% damage. That we want. That's the most brutal thing I've seen. Suddenly, I take back what I said. Let's see here. All allies in the selected area have their weapon skill and ballistic skill increased by 20. Never use it, but it sounds good. Sounds good. Critical hit chance. The Arch Militant use Heroic Act. Okay, so it uses double. Oh, we could have used this one as well. What character? She's officer. She couldn't have done it. But he is what? God damn it. Archetypes. He's a warrior, he can do it. Can use both the Heroic Act and the Heroic Act of Warrior and Soldier. That's so good. Could he do that? He has about... let's see here. So he's... No, goddammit. Ah. He's a bounty hunter, but he was an operative. Soldier, bounty hunter. I can do that on her as well. Oh, damn it. Wild hunt. And he got... Oh, he had a different... Okay. Arch militant. Master tactician. Yeah, I should have done Arch militant on my main character. But I didn't know. I had no idea. I never used this though. Yeah, I should have... I can't turn back time, sadly. But if I knew... If I had known Arch Militant was that good, I would have. Alright, so levels are done. Main character is still doing good.
By the blood of martyrs.
So it's not bad. It's just that Abelard is putting everybody to shame. But we have several. All the melee characters are good. But everybody can't be a melee character either, because... well, they probably could, but it's...
Successful. Know your duty.
At least that's my favorite fighting style. I'm like in melee. So that's the disappointment right now, because now my main character is a soldier that shoots. The lumps protruding under the tech priest's bedraggled red robe hint at the mechanisms implanted in his body. You see his haggard and sickly face under the archaic respirator augmentic. I click clank, a barely audible hiss, and only the tech priest's voxes finishes the word identification. Request denied. Registration, anomalous behavior within the servant's organics, and an invalid non-sphere response. This unit is compromised. Awareness. Examine the tech priest. You carefully study the robe-clad figure. A black border of necrosis spread out from around the tech priest's implants. For some reason his body is rejecting the true flesh. A moment later you recognize the dormant smell in the bouquet of scents permanenting in the air around the tech priest. The stench of rotten meat. Who are you? Magos, Custos of the Machine Sanctum, Tier 2-0 identification. Fabricator Sensor is a traitor to the Imperium and humanity. I will not comply with any protocols approved by him. It's about time you were scrapped. The tech priest draws his weapon, and his robe opens. Your senses are hit by a fetid wave of rot.
Grovel before the faithful.
Okay, let's see here. Abelard can fix this guy. You'll just have to cover this place. And you. There we go.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Be the fire in her
with the
heart.
right incentive.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Tanky as hell.
Faith without deeds is... Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Alright, let's see. Let's take this guy out first.
The Emperor commands. And so it shall be done. May the Divine's will be done.
Oh, I switched to the last gun. I didn't remember that.
Your defiance is futile.
Yeah, it doesn't do a lot. It's pretty good for a last gun, but the sniper is still better. Unless I get all the hits. Most likely worse, but I had to try it out. Alright, so let's see here. Sworn enemy. And slash.
For the throne's glory, holy terror, smite your enemies.
Endure. I should have kicked, goddammit. Yeah, right. Oh, I can still kick. Good.
I won't object to it.
Slap. Oh, I didn't. Still. Oh! Damn you.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. At your beck and call. I will do my duty.
Here we go. Slap.
Beck and call. Just a minor setback.
Minor one. Alright, let's see here. T23. This one will do more.
Tell me, and it is done. You're no fun.
Something wrong with my gun? Let's see here.
I'd like to, but I can't.
Is it because I'm in contact with the enemy or something?
Wanna see a trick?
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
This is 2.
But of course,
Oh, they explode! God damn you.
Blessed be the hand of the healer. Rejoice in battle! As the Emperor commands, I act. This is why he is chosen.
My fury rain down upon thee.
We had a dodge there, that's good. Okay, let's see here. Let's get some cover. Ah! That's just typical, ain't it?
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Okay, let's shoot you.
Request approved.
And then we slam you as well.
Beyond the science, vulnerability analysis successful.
That was good.
get me a target. Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
We charge him,
Let's see to it.
and then we attack him.
I won't object. Nothing stands against me. But of course, Lord Captain.
I took care of this one.
Good job, Abelard.
That's not the Seneschal's job.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's see. Hunt down the prey.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
And then we'll wild hunt.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
One extra attack. I wonder.
I'll do it.
But we did 3 times the damage. Yeah. So depending on the weapon you use, that can be really good. With the melta gun, that might be just what I need on my main character. Out of reach.
Holy terror! Smite your enemies!
Place betrays me. Significant value.
Burn, heretic. Burn. Alright, so we got one downed.
Let's make a deal.
Crippled arm. Weapon skill and ballistic skill down. This is not good. Duration permanent. God damn it. She will suck now, after the first battle. She still has 40 in both. And she has the commands.
Oh, don't you trust me?
The combat commands, so it's...
With each step, I forge my destiny among the stars.
Rejected the flesh. Plasma pistol and grenade. Let's go up. See what we find.
I need to look closer.
Okay, put the bridge down. That's good. Oh, it's downstairs.
I better myself through my service.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Also down. Blood mixed with machine oil is barely visible on the dark floor.
My armor is contempt.
God damn it.
Possible.
Let's see here. Scalding steam.
Blessed is Von Valencia's bloodline.
Broken ribs. Strength and toughness. Crippled leg. Reduced movement. That was not worth it. Head trauma. Intelligence, perception, willpower and fellowship. We need to get back to the ship.
Accomplished.
Yeah, I became better at disarming traps than my
The
trap
divine
master.
watches over us.
Lex mechanic. Let's see here. No, wait, okay. A massive cogwheel constant drives the colossal gear system, which is lost in the haze. Let's talk to this guy. The Lex mechanic. A small, heavily augmented man in a filthy, tattered robe stands before you. As you approach, he hesitantly look up at you. His eyes filled with horror. A portable inscriber with a keyboard hangs from a strap at his front, and you can see his detached cerebral cogitator peeking out from under his hood. You have nothing to fear from us. Deus Mechanicus, the tech priest decides to take a better look at you, after which he lets out a ragged breath and manages to subdue his shaking. He heard my prayer. I thought I was alone in a kingdom of madness and depravity. Please save me. Tell us who you are and what happened to you. I am Manufacturum Lex Mechanic, Zeta 86. I performed the ritual of the machine spirit of Foundry 95 until we started going mad. Priests devoted to the Omnissiah suddenly started praising the dawn of something or other. They stopped the belts and they desecrated the visages of the sacred machines with unholy symbols. Some of them resisted, the others grabbed them, tied them up, and then they turned their implants to heresy. I saw the madman. My former tech comrades, deliberately connected to those poor souls, to corrupted cognitators. Oh, so they put them onto the computers to corrupt them. Okay. I watched as they were infected with the scrap code. Okay, so it's like a virus to them. Interesting. And did nothing to stop them. I am recording a violation of the commandment of thine own forge be a true sentinel. Apostate Seda 86, your access are hereby revoked. Proceed with your report. Let's see. How did you manage to avoid the same fate? I didn't avoid it. They performed the same procedure on me. I felt the touch of unholy code. I allowed it to control me. I abandoned my sacred post and followed one of the traitors, serving his will, and gathered all the data for his blasphemous experiments. I was driven by an unholy impulse, coming from the depths of my auxiliary cognitator, where the code had lodged itself. Before I found a way to throw off the compulsion, I witnessed horrifying heresy. The extraction of true flesh and its decomposition on altars. Perverse procedures that resulted in heretical abominations. I even accompanied a fellow magus to the fabricator censor himself and attended the unholy mass he led personally. It was a wicked ritual full of willful deviations and blatant inaccuracies. All to create an ungodly monster in the name of the final dawn. You don't act like the other priests who were infected with the corruption. The Lex mechanic gestures at the wires and connectors spilling out from under his hood. Praise the gifts of the Omnissiah, I managed to disconnect my external cognitator, which I used for primary data processing. The machine is corrupted. The scrap code is locked inside it, like a beast in a cage. But anyone who tries to look inside will fall victim to the heretical program. My primitive brain has been marked by corruption. I still see their silhouettes, hear their interference. I sense the malfunctions in my augmentics. But I was still saved from the great sacrifice. Oh blessed are the workings of the Omnissiah and his benediction that shelters the weak from evil. Henrix tenses ever so slightly at the Lex Mechanic's words. You see his hand castly stray to handle his weapon, but the interrogator is in no hurry to act. You mentioned a monster. Is that some kind of weapon? No, not those constructs that are melted down in the furnaces and sent into the depths of the manufacturer. It is some kind of semblance of a cognitator, a nightmarish parody of a sacred machine, powered by the Omnissiah's grace, but by unholy spirit and life force of the unfortunates imprisoned on the lower levels. I don't know much, except that the fabricator sensor saw the machine as special. It was special to him and to the crazies who defiled the Omnissiah's abode with their obscene blasphemy. For the final ritual, he even called upon one of the Astartes heretics who arrived at the manufacture room after the start of the uprising. He did something terrible, and only after that were they able to switch the machine on. It is a true abomination. Even standing near it is unbearable. I believe that even those who have been deprived of the Omnissiah's grace still feel its influence on them. Its monstrous power utilizes for unholy computations and chaotic calculations. Whatever that cognitator might spew out at the end of its cycle, no righteous soul should accept its heinous offering. How did your crazed comrades behave? Like the grace of the Omnissiah have left them entirely, replacing free thought and process with the blackest corruption. I witnessed them desecrating structures blessed by the Facticator censor himself. Though what do the blessings of that rotten traitor count for now? Like men possessed, they set upon the sacred instruments and assembled shells and nodes that didn't match any diagram or blueprint I've ever seen. Sacrilege. You mentioned someone in prison on the lower levels. The lay servants of the main units, they live in isolated segments under the sacred machine halls. I heard they were locked in there after the takeover. Then my crazed brethren changed the system for disposing of slag wastes and covered the machines in cursed symbols. After they started the cognitator, they dragged the survivors out of the segments under the machine halls. Well, what the survivors had turned into. You demonstrate exceptional power of observation and recall for someone who just happened to survive.